Hi guys, happy Monday. How are you doing today? I'm sorry that I've been a bad vlogger the last week or so. I've been really sick and doctor's appointments and the end of school and this, that, and the other. So I'm gonna update you guys today.
Why I fight it, I was secretly delighted. I gave chase and then I let you win. Know that I never knew that you are crazy glue, my darling. And I'm stuck to you, but I'm cozy and I don't wanna wiggle loose. I don't wanna wiggle loose.
So last week I was having costochondritis. I like to call it Costco. I don't know why, but it's costochondritis. And it is like inflammation of your like cartilage. And so I've had this for about 6 years. I didn't know what it was at first. I thought I was having a heart attack. It feels like somebody's punching in your chest, and I'm just was really fatigued last week. So I did not do a whole lot of anything. I did go to my pulmonary doctor, and we just kind of talked about like my echo that I had done. And I think I updated you guys, but I'm not sure. My pressures were between 43 and 50, which normal is 25 and below. So they're definitely elevated. My heart was slightly dilated, but really like on a minuscule level. So I just chalk that up to the stress that I've been going through with my grandma passing away, the boys being out of school, like this, that, and the other. Friends moving away, stuff like that. Just stressful. So I think that's why my pressure is up. But anyways, this week I'm feeling so much better. I got my rest out last week. I listened to what my body had to say, took some Epsom salt baths, and now I feel better. So, yeah, back to my friends leaving. So some of you guys know, I don't know if all of you know, but that I'm a military spouse. So, and I have been for some time now. So what happens in the military, I'm sure a lot of you are aware of this, is that we leave every 4 years. We transfer to another place, which 3 to 4 years is normally average. Sometimes if your husband gets a new job, or he gets promoted, or God forbid demoted, like they switch your station. So we've been here where we're at now in Florida for almost 3 years now, almost this summer. So next year we'll be PCSing, which is permanent change of station. So me and my friends always laugh about this. So as a military wife, you just need to know like these acronyms: PCM, PCS, TLE, this, that, and the daggum other. And when my husband comes home and he talks to me in this code military language, I'm like, I know what RHOA means, Real Housewives of Atlanta. But that's the gist of it. I know, you know, the important things about military life, like TRICARE Prime, TRICARE Standard. I'm a bad military wife, I know. Rank and rate. I mean, I didn't even know that until like a year ago, you guys. I did not even know that until a year ago. So I'm like, I don't know. He's an OS. What does that mean? I mean, he's an operations specialist, so I don't know. So being a military wife is confusing on that end of it, but on the other end of it is the moving part. Like, our friends leave us every 3 to 4 years, sometimes sooner than that. So we become attached to people. We, you know, love their families. They're like family to us. We're like family to them. And then they just leave. So it's really hard being a military family, a military spouse. So I'm dealing with a lot of that going on, because PCS season is usually in the summer, so that, you know, you can get moved and your children can get started in school. So a lot of that's going on right now. Thankfully, not all of my friends are leaving, just 50% of them. Actually, over 50%, 75% of them are moving. So as a military wife, you become, you know, kind of like a chameleon to this stuff. You become, you know, you just change. You find new friends. And I kind of consider it like bittersweet. Like, I hate to see my friends go because I love them so much, but I'm also excited for the new adventures that we might be able to go on and the new friends that we might meet. So I'm trying to stay optimistic and not be down in the dumps about my friends leaving, even though I really am. So yeah, that's going on. I spoke to a lawyer last week about the surrogacy project that we're doing, and she was very, 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 very helpful. She was really quite like blunt with me, which I absolutely love. Like, I had called several different lawyers, which I think I told you guys about, and each of them was like, oh, there's a retainer for this, 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 this. There's a $1,500 retainer for this. There's $300 an hour after that. And then after this, you're going to need to have $2,000. I'm like, oh my God, like, this is too much for me. Like, just give me a flat rate. So I ended up calling a different lawyer, which I had been in contact with like a year ago before we had even done IVF. And I recontacted her, and thank God I did, because she was very, very helpful with the laws of that state and what we needed to do. And she very, like, most lawyers, you know, are like, okay, I'll just charge you, you know, what I normally charge everybody, like, irregardless of what the situation is. Well, we told this lawyer, you know, it's my sister-in-law, she's family, we've worked out all the details, there's no negotiations, we're all on the same page. And she's like, well, I normally charge $1,750 for just the contract. She's like, but since there's no negotiation that needs to be done, I'll just charge you $750. And I was like, what? What? Can you say that again? $750? And I had told my husband that later that night. He was like, oh, okay, I could deal with $750. Like, he was actually quite surprised as well that it was going to be so much, you know, cheaper than what we anticipated it being, because I'd been on these Sero boards. And yes, if we would have had a gestational carrier that is not related to us, that was just a friend, we would probably have to go through the negotiation phases, and it would have cost us upwards of $3,000 to $5,000. So we're still also in that area of it's $750 for the contract. Then we also have a post-birth order, because this state does not do pre-birth orders. So for those of you that don't know, a pre-birth order states that we are the parents when the child is born. We go on the birth certificate. A post-birth order is after the baby is born. So my husband's name will be on the birth certificate, and the gestational carrier's name will be on the birth certificate. And then what they do is a lawyer goes to court and says, this is, you know, me and my husband's biological child. The gestational carrier is not genetically related to this child. They erase her name off of the birth certificate. So that birth certificate is pretty much locked and sealed. Like, it can never be found again. It doesn't even exist anymore after they put my name on it. And she said that could take about 2 weeks to do, but we would be free to leave the state and go back home, since my husband's name is on the birth certificate, and not have to stay in the state and go to court and everything. So that was a lot of information going on. She sent us some questionnaires. The lawyer sent us some questionnaires about what we were expecting out of the surrogacy, what our expectations were. And some of them you could tell, like, they obviously were not for, you know, like a family member, because they're like, how often do you want to keep in contact with this person? Well, she's my husband's sister, so I'm gonna go with as regularly as we normally do. So yeah, it was, you know, some of those questions I was like, I just kind of skipped over because they weren't really relevant to us. So, but they were good questions. A lot of them were like about termination, and what if we were going to terminate, why we would terminate, amniocentesis, if we want to do an amniocentesis, does the gestational carrier want to do the amniocentesis if you decide to go that route? If she had to have a C-section, who would be in the room if you could only have one person? And a lot of this stuff we've already gone over. So it's not an issue at all between us, which, thank God, we're all on the same page. And, you know, allowances for maternity clothes, we've gone over all of that, insurance policies, like, there's just so much going on. And I don't know, I've just been really, really impatient with all of this. Like, I don't know if it's, sorry, can you guys hear my dogs? Somebody must be at my door. Maybe a delivery. So I don't know. It's like summer is the season for babies to be born. So literally my Facebook feed is like filled to the max with tons and tons of sweet, cute little babies. And I'm just like, my heart is like, I want my baby. I want my baby now. I want my baby now. We need to finish this. This has been so long. This has almost been 4.5 years and waiting for this to happen. We have the embryos. Like, we just need to get it done now. I cannot wait anymore. So, and as when we creep closer to it, it's like, I'm very excited about the possibility of this embryo taking, and I'm also terrified at the same time. Like, you guys, I am terrified that our embryos won't take, and then we won't have a baby at all. Like, that scares me to death. I just keep thinking to myself, like, we only have so many chances before, like, that's it. Like, we're done. Like, we don't have any more chances after that. So I've been sending my sister-in-law tons of vitamins and a really high quality prenatal for her that she's been taking, and I'm just hoping like we're just doing everything that we can to make this a success, because we don't have very many chances, you guys. So yeah, we'll see. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but pray, you guys, pray that we can hurry up and get this contract phase done and we can move forward with the transfer of our baby and just go on with life. I feel like this has been like a huge part of our lives for the past 4.5 years, and I'm just ready to like move on past it and graduate and be a parent again. Sorry you guys, my dogs are really loud. So yeah, I'm just ready to, it's the perfect timing too. Both boys will be in school full time. I'll have the energy and the time to be home with the baby, and I feel like it's just time. It's just really time. So that's what's been going on my front. Sorry you guys have been a bad vlogger. It's just been crazy around here. Hopefully this summer I'll have more vlogs going on. A couple weeks from now we're going to go back to Texas and we're going to clean out my grandma's house. So I'll be taking you guys on the journey with that. My grandma did get her urn back and it's so pretty. Check it out right here. Isn't it so pretty? So she's sitting on a mantle right now and hoping my kids don't knock her off. Yeah, that's pretty much the plans for the next few weeks or so, and just trying to stay sane and keep my kids busy, and hopefully none of us die. So keep us in your prayers and hope for a safe, happy summer, and I hope you guys have a safe, happy rest of the week. I will try to vlog again on Friday. Go ahead and feel free to subscribe to this channel and go ahead and hit the bell button, because that will tell you when I post a new video, which is 1 to 2 times per week. And I invite you guys all in this crazy roller coaster journey of a ride of surrogacy and raising 2 boys and being a military spouse. It's a crazy journey and I want you guys to come with us. See you guys later this week. Bye guys.